Citizens in Edison are demanding answers as city debt continues to mount. We've been telling you about the town's financial crisis due to its lack of record keeping. WALB News 10's Gabrielle Tate reports on the toll of the nearly $500,000 of debt is having on city services.
As a result of the nearly $500,000 debt, other departments in Edison are being negatively affected, like the police department, who I'm told is now down to one full-time officer and one part-time officer.
The problem is diminished the police department over there till maybe, one and then a part-time person where, normally, one time they had, 4 full-time people. We're catching a slack of the calls. So the chief they got, he can't work 24/7. So, it's bleeding over to us.
Hilton says the lack of police staff is dangerous for obvious reasons and that it will cause longer wait times in case of emergency.
If anything major goes on, we're going to handle it, but it's a little different when you have somebody in the city at that time. It's some things are critical to get there right then. If it's one of my deputies, he could be 20 miles away, and 20 miles is a long time when you got something, real critical.
On top of the lack of staff, city vehicles are currently uninsured, including Edison police cruisers. This is something City Attorney Tommy Coleman says needs to be remedied immediately, as the law requires cities and counties to insure their vehicles.
They've already raised their water rates, and we'll see after this analysis is done if we can reach an agreement and how much they'll have to pay going forward for the various enterprise funds.
The city has also not paid its trash service since May, adding to the nearly $500,000 debt. The fire department has also been unable to get some of their equipment worked on because the mechanics fear they won't get paid. But Coleman says people won't get the answers they're looking for until one specific thing happens.
The answers will come as we get into each one of these systems and find out what our expenses are, how much we've been billing, and how much we've been collecting.
The city is still actively working on a solution to remedy this debt and will be looking for a new mayor in this upcoming election. Gabrielle Tate, WALB, your hometown news source.